Dwayne Duke coming over from Cleveland, Ohio. 6 of you care. We got any sports fans in the house? Were you guys excited when the Cavs won this year? Yeah, I was excited. I love that we're still rocking the Cavs gear. I was hanging out downtown the other day, walking down the street. I saw this woman on the other side of the street with an all-in T-shirt with 6 dirty kids behind her. I was like, it's cool. You can let one pull out. It's not a public pool. Not everyone's invited. One of the very first shows I ever did, the host didn't get a chance to meet me beforehand. He just had my name written down on a piece of paper. He goes up on stage. He goes, all right, guys, you're going to love this next comic. He's been tearing up the South. Put your hands together for David Duke. Swing and a miss. All right. For those of you who don't know, David Duke is the former Grand Wizard of the KKK Louisiana chapter, which is the third most racist you get to be without being an elected official. He gave that up for a greater goal in life. He ran to be the governor of Louisiana, and he lost, not because he's a horrible racist, but because of his education reform, which means the people of Louisiana got together as one and said, hey, we don't mind that you're not fond of the blacks, the Asians, or any of the queers, but you're not adding any goddamn letters to our math. They say you're no one until you have haters. I officially have my first hater. She calls herself my student loan officer, but I think the bitch just hating. See you guys pay yours. All right. It's gonna be a weird night tonight. I just moved out to Las Vegas, Nevada. That's a real fun place to live. I had 2 choices when I was moving there. I could sell my car and fly across country and just buy a brand new when I got there. Guys, I'm doing so well in life. I can afford my very own 1997 Nissan Sentra. No payment plan, right? JD by Ryder. Or I could have driven through all the states I had a hate crime last year, and that's the one I picked. I was driving cross country. I stopped in St. Louis, Missouri. Let me tell you, that is a beautiful place. When I pulled in, the sun was hitting that golden arch just right. I stopped. I had great beer, great food. I hung out with amazing people. I was like, this is God's country. But I looked out the window about 4 o'clock and saw the sun was going down just a little bit. I was like, well, it's time to get my black ass out of here. Because I promised my mother it wouldn't become a hashtag, so... If you don't get that one, open a fucking newspaper. We're gonna do some silly shit tonight, apparently. I've got a day job. I don't care for it. I work with children because background checks don't tell you everything. I've never touched one, but I have hit them. Right? Like, had this little prick today. I tripped him just for fun. I was like, oh, pick your feet up. What are you doing? Are you okay? I'm a school photographer, and it's taught me one thing about myself. I don't care when a 13-year-old goes missing because they are awful human beings. They are the fucking worst. I had this one little asshole come sit in my station. She looks over at me, and I messed up. I took an interest in her life. I was like, oh my God, sweetheart, that's so cool. You got your nose pierced. She goes, yeah. My parents got my belly button done yesterday. I was like, well, Teen Mom's looking for you. If you hurry, you'll make it on this season, right? I spend a lot of time learning new kids' names, and I want you guys to know, if you're parents, we are in fact making fun of your child's name every minute of every day if you pick a dumb one. There's one little girl, she sat at my station, her name was Neon, and she wasn't noble so much as a huge bitch. Relax, it's a joke. You're gonna hate this next one, by the way. Little girl sat down, her name was Marvelous. She was decent at best, so. Right. It's a fun job. I've had some real great jobs. I used to deliver pizzas because I have a college degree and a real estate license, and that's how you get that job now. I said, like, in the interview, the guy next to me, he was an astrophysicist. He was like, I think I'm going to get it. I was like, nah, I can sell houses. I can deliver pizza. I worked for a corporate pizza chain. It was really awesome. I can't tell you which one, but I think you guys might know it was Better Ingredients Shitty Pay. You know which one I'm talking about? Okay, great. Before I moved to Vegas, I used to work for a cruise line. I spent 5 months in the Bahamas. I came back with the best farmer stand ever, and that's amazing because no one in my family's been farming for like 5 generations, so... I'm proud of you all for knowing that. My favorite activity on the cruise ship was hosting beanbag tournaments with like this. Alright guys, in just a few minutes, we have a beanbag tournament coming up on the Lido deck. If you guys want to give off some beanbag, come and meet me on the Lido stage. Remember guys, at 1 o'clock it's time to cornhole with Dwayne. And my cruise director came up to me one day because I know you're saying stop it, they're kids. I was like, yeah, but their dads are lining up for it. It's not really my fault. I got banned from bingo because of a joke. I don't even think it was that bad. I was on stage picking balls too easy, and it came up I-17. I was like, I-17, I want to settle. Remember, fellas, if she says I-17, put her back. She's not done yet, right? Now, I told that joke in Alabama one night. This guy in the back row, shithouse, stands up and goes, if there's grass on the field, I'm going to mow. Grandpa, sit down. Well, you got 16 kids now. Too far. All right. My real favorite activity on the ship happened late at night. I'd wait till the nightclub was closing, and I would wait for my favorite sporting event, the Drunk Girl Run. Oh, it's amazing. Drunk women come out of the nightclub, they're stumbling around like gazelles with brand new legs, and they all decide they've got somewhere to be right fucking now, so they take off running. They get about 50 yards into the run, realize they've got nowhere to be, but those heels aren't made for stopping, are they, ladies? Yeah. One night I was watching this one chick, she fell but then bounced, so I guess they were new. Yeah. It's her fault. I just moved to Vegas. It was a lot of fun. My very first night in town, I was hanging out with a friend of mine that's lived there for years and years. We went to a super fancy restaurant. There was a steakhouse right there on the strip called the Outback. You guys ever been to the Outback Steakhouse? Okay, cool. You guys aren't rich either. Cool. I loved it. It was so great. No rules, just right. We were leaving the Outback, and this man hops out of nowhere and goes, hey, man, want to see some titties? I was like, no, not really. I just had ribs. Ribs and titties don't go together. Not in my world. Not anymore. Because I gave up women for Lent when I was 16, and it stuck, right? Surprise. I don't know if you guys have all your senses, but that's right, You're not imagining this shit. He goes, come on, it's $33. You get 2 drinks and a limo ride. I was like, all right, I haven't been in a limo forever. So we hop in the back of this Lincoln Town Car, and it takes us to the strip club called Treasures. And let me tell you, the women there are not treasures. They're more like fool's gold, right? This one Eastern European broad sluts on over to me, pulls just the one breast out, leans down. She goes, $150 I'll take it, says, you see it all. No, thank you. My boyfriend's in the bathroom. She goes, oh, thank God. Puts her tit up, lets her gut out, fart a little bit. I had the weirdest boner after that. I like chased her on the bar. I was like, do it again, $600, do it again. Make me come. I'm like, that is such a weird thing to get kicked out of a club for saying at a strip club. When they figured out what I was, they stopped serving me, so I had to go get my own watered down drinks. And behind the bar, there's a big ass sign that says, prostitution is illegal, but I assume that's the same as employees must wash hands. It's posted, but doesn't mean a damn thing, right? Everything was sticky. That's it for you guys? That's the line? Okay, cool. I'm celebrating. I'm having a good time. A couple of days ago, a friend of mine got engaged. She posted pictures on Facebook today. She's like, oh my God, you guys. He took me to Olive Garden. He got down on one knee. # breadsticks. So Our love is as endless as a soup and salad. I remember their very first date. It was amazing. She texted me afterwards. She goes, you know, he wasn't that fun, but he paid for dinner, so I gave him a hand job in the car. It's like a hand job. What are you, 13? Get your head in the game. Come on now. Play for keeps. Guys love that joke. I don't know why. So I'm single. I'm trying, y'all. I'm dating a little bit. In Vegas, I'm dating a lot of Hispanics because that used to be Mexico. So that's where we keep them, right? I'm learning a lot of Spanish. On our date, learned this. In Spanish, there's a verb. It's beso, means to kiss. You say beso, you get a little kiss. You say beso, you get a little kiss. You say beso, you get a little kiss. That's amazing. But I also learned that night, if you call a South American and Mexican, they will let the air out of your tires with just a knife. So that is a $450 lesson. And I am a slow learner. I'm a drinker. You guys like to drink, obviously. I can see you all. A friend of mine called me once. She goes, hey, what kind of drinker are you? Or she goes, what kind of drunk are you? I was like, usually. That wasn't the answer she was looking for. She goes, you know, I mean, like happy, sad, blackout. I was like, all the above. What are we doing right now? Is this the SAT? I think I got it right. 1600. Let's do this. I like to blackout drink because I believe in finishing a task. But at my age, you can't black out because it's called alcoholism, and I think that's judgmental. A lot of my friends are like, oh, we can keep up with you, we can keep up with you. I'm like, I don't think you can. I'm the kind of blackout drunk that joins a softball team at 2 a.m. on a Sunday at a gay bar in Vegas. Alright, you guys aren't that kind of drunk. Here's what happened. That's not an example I pulled out of my ass. That's some shit I did because I was drinking at 2 a.m. on a Sunday. I thought I joined the kind of team that takes a blackout drunk. And I show up to practice, and then the junior women's U.S. softball team showed up to practice. And I was like, God damn it, it's the lesbians. Don't you have a country to run? What the fuck are we doing right now? Go build a house. And they did. And I still had to play another 4 fucking innings with these broads. I'm sweating, I'm crying, I'm calling for my mother, like, I need help, mommy. And she's like, what'd you do? I was like, lesbians. Say no more. Right? You guys are a good crowd. I like this. I do a lot of gay stuff in my, because they say write what you know, and usually a comedy club is right down front, right about here. There's yeah, you're close, so you'll get this, all of it. Let me stop. You look like you own a gun. And at least 2 felonies. Okay, I do a lot of gay stuff, and there's a straight guy right down front. He usually puffs his chest out, wraps his arm around his woman, because in his world, he's so attractive, I'm going to forget how to be a person, leap off stage, and drag him back to my lair, because princess means dick. And wow. That's true. I don't sleep with straight guys anymore, so you can unpucker. Or maybe not, right? I like a challenge. Okay. It's too far. I've threatened this man's manhood. He's going to have to prove me wrong later, right? Okay. I did it once in college. It was an experiment for him because I knew. And the next morning, he's like in my bed looking up at me. He's like, what does this mean? Is this a relationship? Are we in love? And I put the one hand on his, looked him deep in his eyes, and said, why are you still here? You're a portion of this program ended hours ago. You are free to leave. Call me if you get the Heisman. So for legal reasons, I can't tell you where I went to college. Florida. You guys remember that gay guy came out as a football player? That was the best. I was like, I'm gonna come up. This is awesome. And then he went to the Rams. I was like, well, I can't suck dick for a shitty team. I I've got standards, but they're low. Wish there were more of you in the front row. Not that easy anymore. I'm drinking tonight. My drink of choice is Budweiser. If you guys want to buy me something nice for Christmas. I like Budweiser because I believe in quantity over quality. Because I'm queer, when I go to a bar to order a Budweiser, 9 times out of 10 I get a Bud Light, like the bartender thought I forgot how to say Bud Light. One day I lost it, I snapped, I was like, look, if I can take the cock, I can take the cow, just give me a goddamn Budweiser. And I'm pretty sure that's what made the rest of that wedding reception awkward, so. My bad, right? You guys are a cool crowd. I'm gonna tell you a story. Last week I did the weirdest show I have ever done in my entire life. I performed at a prison, and like I could get up here and lie. It was like I did it for community outreach and to give back. But I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. They paid me a lot. So I went to a prison in Conneaut, Ohio. I don't know if you've ever been to Conneaut, Ohio. If you get on I-90, you head east, and just before you get to Pennsylvania, right when you start to feel that sense of dread that something terrible this way comes, make a left. You're right there. This was a great show. We get there. I took 5 comics with me because I'm not going into a prison by myself. You need a gang. That's what I learned from Oz and porn. Gotta have backup, right? We get there, we step inside, and our escort is a large man. Now, I have nothing against big people. I come from them. But when I'm in a prison, I want an ex-Marine with a gun and a will to live. This guy was none of those things. He brings us into prison. This is a really hard part of the story to tell. And he goes, all right, I'm going to take you guys over to the recreation area. And I'm thinking he's going to slip us through the back way. There's got to be like tunnels and shit. And he's like, no. He goes, you see that building over there, over yonder? And I was like, yeah, with all the men in front of it. He goes, yeah, that's the recreation area. We just got to cross through this. And I was like, fuck. So now I'm putting on my butchest act ever. I've got my chest up, my head down, and I'm just shuffling on through. My phone number is, of course, written on my underwear just in case. What if I get lost? Right? I might get married. Who knows? I make it over to the recreation stage. We start the show. I'm hosting the show. I'm bringing up all these comics. I'm having a great time. But I get 35 seconds into my first joke when I get heckled the weirdest way that I've ever been heckled in my entire career. Big Aryan dude in the 3rd row, covered in tattoos, no hair, stands up and shouts, "Take off your shirt!" No. Okay, maybe, right? Like, at the end of the show, it was a great time. This one guy comes up to me afterwards, and he's my new fan / stalker. He goes, you ever get down to Florida? I was like, yeah, sometimes. He goes, all right. What part? I said, I moved to Tampa every few months because I'm a 74-year-old woman, and I don't do snow. He goes, oh, that's great. I get out in 34 days, and I'm going to Clearwater. See you there. So if I go missing, check Clearwater. Alright guys, I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys having a good time? Alright, great, I'm loving it. If you guys like, I have copies of the album Drunk in the Basement in the back, but stop by, say hi. Alright, I'll tell you this one. Doing this, I put a lot of miles in cars. Last year my car was in the shop. I was in a rental car. This brand new 2015, I can't afford it. I was like, I look like such a drug dealer behind the wheel of this thing. I'm gonna go to jail and I can't handle that. I'm not ready for my own civil rights moment. I am no one's Rosa Parks. So there I am, driving, thinking this is it, this is your night. I hope you called your mom and told her you loved her. As I thought that, my guardian angel must have been looking over my shoulder, because in my rear view appeared a convertible with 4 black guys. I was like, cool, these guys will take the hit. Now that is mostly a joke. But I was in South Carolina, so fingers crossed, right? And sure enough, half a mile down the road, they got pulled over because 4 of a kind always beats a queen. I'm Dwayne Duke. Thank you.